Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Tinker77 and we're back on the All the Mod 6 to the Sky episode. And this may be a little bit awkward because I am doing this after the fact because no audio was recorded for this entire setup because of some Windows updates. So I have to try to figure this out. So I'm going to have some music playing in the background. I should be starting that about now. And I'm going to try to explain what's going on. So here I was talking about how we've done a lot of stuff with the storages of the storage drawers and everything else. But one of the things I really need is to get a furnace. This thing, the redstone furnace, works great. It works on power and it does have ways that you can upgrade it. I'm talking about that right here. But it is kind of slow. And so I wanted to get into a faster furnace mechanism. And so I think what we're going to talk about in just a second is, if I can see it coming up here, is we're going to talk about working with furnaces here. So I wanted to go through the furnace chain, and there are a bunch of these furnaces. It starts with iron furnace, gold, diamond. So there's iron right there. You can see it takes that. The gold furnace then takes an iron furnace, and then we have the diamond takes the gold furnace, and then the emerald takes the diamond, as you can see, and then finally obsidian. And this is the rough one. It takes that, but we need to get some blaze rods, and we don't really have a way to get blaze rods. And then after that, we can use that furnace to make the netherite furnace, which is the top tier furnace. So I wanted to go through this really quick so we can see what it takes and start going through the process. Now, these first few furnaces took very little time. And again, remember, I am recording this after the fact, recording this audio in post. So if I mess things up or it kind of goes weird, we'll go with this. But it's kind of a fun way to do something. So you can say I made the iron furnace. That was really easy. The next one takes some gold. So we're going to get some gold, I think. I don't know why I'm pointing at the netherite furnace, but I did. So, yeah. Gold furnace takes some gold. So I got to grab my gold and make a gold block and some gold ingots. So here we go. We'll do this over here. This is kind of what goes on. There we go. I got that gold and we're going to make the gold furnace. So that is that tier. The next tier is diamond, which it just takes some glass and it takes some diamonds. So I run down to the storage system after getting out some glass here. Oh, there's a lot of glass. I'm glad I found a lot of glass because that was, you know, it'd be bad if I didn't have any. Then I have to get some sand crushed down. So I grabbed some diamonds over here, and honestly, I should have grabbed more things like some emeralds, but I did because I wasn't thinking about it. So here it is, some diamonds, and I grabbed 6 of those because I know I needed 6 for the diamond furnace. This running around takes quite a while, and I will be fixing that when the storage system gets in place, okay? So there we go. I have the materials for the diamond furnace, and I'm here. I'm like, yay, I got a diamond furnace. Let's see what takes the emerald furnace. And I'm like, oh, it just takes emeralds. I should have grabbed those. So we run around a lot in this series, but we're going to grab some emeralds. There we go. We're going to grab 8 of those, and then we got to run back to the crafting table. I really should put a crafting table down there, but I haven't done that yet. So we'll see how this kind of works out. There I have the emerald. I'm trying to see where I'm at in the video here. So we have the emerald furnace, and I put that down right there. And basically now we're going to work on trying to make the obsidian furnace. And you can see here we have the emerald furnace. We have the obsidian pieces, but we need blaze rods. And that's going to be a little bit of a trick to get to. Now, to looking at this to make a blaze rod, you can't craft it right away, but we can use the enrichment chamber. The enrichment chamber takes 6 blaze powders to make a blaze rod. Okay, so we're going to look at what that takes. This is from Mechanism, of course. We're going to do the enrichment chamber. And the enrichment chamber takes some iron and redstone and these basic control circuits and steel casing. Okay, so basic control circuits, if you recall, we need to have a metallurgic infuser. So I think I go here and look at that real quick. Metallurgic infuser just takes some basic stuff, furnaces, iron, and osmium ingot. Easy to make, very easy. So look at steel, because we need that for the steel casing. And the steel casing, I'm trying to find a steel ingot here. To make steel, one way you can do that is with an induction smelter. It just takes coal dust and iron. So that was one of the next things I was going to do, was to make the induction smelter. Now we're going to make the induction smelter. I've made most of the parts already ahead of time. I have the blast furnace and everything else. Just to make this machine frame, you can see what it takes here. It takes a tin, gear, iron, and some glass. Then we make the machine frame, and then I have everything else on me to make the induction smelter. So there we go. The induction smelter is made. Wow, this is great talking about this in post. So here I'm trying to decide where I want to put it. I'm thinking maybe I want to put it here. I'm not sure. I want to hook up to the power line though. I thought, well, maybe I'll put it on top. Then I was like, that's kind of awkward. I'll just put it right here. And you can see there, and it's getting power. Now we want to make, and what I wanted to do right now was to basically make a stack of steel. So I said, okay, since it takes 2 coal dust per iron ingot, I needed a couple stacks of coal. So I'll go down here and grab those. And then we go on up here. I wasn't thinking the fact that it doubles up automatically when you basically take the, what do you call it? The crusher pulverizer thing. But anyway, so I go over here to the redstone first. I turn off the auto input so that any dusts will automatically stop in that second chest. And then I replace it with the coal. So there it goes. And so the coal will be coming out. Now I put this here and you can see it fills from the coal first. So it'll do coal before it goes back to gold. Now that we have some coal dust here, I need to get the iron. I'm going to do a stack of iron. So I'm going to put the stack of iron in here. We're still waiting on the coal dust, but I have 3. And so now if I put this in here, 2 of them will be consumed and it will make steel. And that is fantastic because that's what we really wanted to see. So then I walk over here and I say, okay, well, since we got the steel going on, we need to make the metallurgic infuser because that's the next step to make those basic control circuits. So now I have the materials with me. Again, it takes to make the metallurgic infuser, it takes some iron, redstone, and osmium ingots and furnaces. So let's go grab the osmium right over here. Excuse me. And then after we have the osmium, we're going to run over to the crafting grid, which I need to move someplace else probably, and make a few of these furnaces. Let's make 2. I'll probably need more later, but I don't make them all at the same time. And there we have a metallurgic infuser. Now we want to put this someplace. I'm going to put it, I think, right here. There we go. Now, we want to make up the green circuits, if you recall. They are the basic control circuits. I'm going to look this up for the enrichment chamber. You can see the enrichment chamber takes these basic control circuits. I call these the green ones. There are various color ones. I just always remember them being green. They take osmium and they take redstone. So we will get some more osmium. A couple of those. We have 2 pieces of that. And that will convert over. So we're going to put those in here. Now let's see. Does it take 1 redstone? No. Does it take 2? Yes. The machine begins working with 2. So I'll put 2 more in there. So now that we have this, we can let it run. We can probably move on to see what's going to go on after. Make sure it makes one. It made one. There we go. So Watt's making the other one. I guess I decided to wait here. I don't know why I decided to wait. I should have moved on. So, whatever. Okay, well, now we have the 2 things. Yay, we've done that. So now we'll go back over here. And you can see we do have some steel. So that's working. Now this is empty, but we can always put some more of the coal dust in here to make more steel. So that's working out really well. Now, what do we need to make now is the enrichment chamber. So we need to make a steel casing, and it takes glass and takes another osmium ingot. So I told you I should have gotten more of this. Let's grab another one of those. There we are. And we go back over here. We make the enrichment chamber. First, the steel casing, which takes all of that, which we have. And then everything else should be on us, and we have that. And now we have the enrichment chamber. So I'm going to put that over, I think, right here. Boom. There it is. And everything's looking great. To make blaze rods, we need to use blaze powder. It takes 6 blaze powder per blaze rod. So I have 24 here. And so when I put this into the enrichment chamber, it will then make up the blaze rods. Now that the blaze rods are made, we should have everything we need to make the Obsidian Furnace. So we're going to look at that right now. Again, let me type in furnace here. And we have the Obsidian Furnace. There we go. That is nice. That was the big hurdle we have to get to. The next one's a netherite furnace, and this is not bad. We have netherite ingots. We know how to make those. We can have to make magma cream, but magma cream is just blaze powder and slime balls. That's very easy to do now. Soul soil. This takes, if we go through the fluid transformation, it takes the sand in witch water. So we have pretty much everything we need to make this right now. So we're going to go over here first. And I have a piece of sand here. Let's get some soul soil or soul sand, I guess it would be. And there we have that. Okay, that's the one piece we needed there. We need to go and get some more blaze powder because we're going to make up the other piece of the magma cream. I think we need just 3 of those. And you have get some slime balls from the slime blocks. And there we have the magma creams. And let's get some ingots. I'm not sure how many we're going to need, so I took a stack here. And so now after we have the stack, we go back up here. We grab some of the gold, which I think we had some gold on us. I go look here, but like, oh, wait a minute, I have gold on me. So there we go. Let's go ahead and make some of the netherite ingots. There is that. And we just split that up. We made a bunch of these, and that's good. So now we think we have everything we need to make the netherite furnace. And there it is. We have it there. Now let's just watch how fast this thing can go. I'm going to put this coal in here. I'm going to put the sand in here, and you can see how fast this pulls and makes glass. Now the question is, can we make this faster, or can we make it more efficient? Can we make it run with power? That's the next question. That's what we're going to answer next. I put this little setup here. I probably won't keep it, but for now it's basically a chest feeding into the top of the furnace, and then an output for that going out to the chest on the side over here. So I can put some stuff and leave it. So that's kind of cool. So we're going to go and take a look at now 2 different things. I decided I was going to go with this wireless heat transmitter and receiver. That way we don't have to use up coal, because it is a resource that we have, and we have plenty of it, but we don't want to really waste resources. This will just use the energy, which is coming from our energy system. So we have to get some torches here so we can make some redstone torches. And I make a bunch here. I think I made 8. Yep, I did. I made 8. And after that, we need to get some quartz. I knew I had a block of redstone. I needed 2. And I was looking here for some quartz. Didn't know if I have any quartz, but I think I do have some quartz. And it comes up right here. We have a bunch of quartz that works out well. Go back over here, and with that we can make up comparators. We need 2 comparators for this project. So now with that, we got to make another furnace. So we'll make the furnace here, and this will then make the transmitter, the wireless heat transmitter. Okay, and that block is great. Now we're going to make the wireless receiver. It just takes redstone and a compactor or comparator and some stone, and that's great. So we're going to put this down. I think we're going to put it right here. And this device now should be getting power, and it is. So that's getting power for the system. Now we need to basically use the wireless transmitter to hook up that system. So we put it in here, it should link it. And now when we come out of here, it should be linked. And I think I messed up with the clicks there. I was like, what the heck's going on? Why did it put all that stuff in there? I don't know. But if you look at this and you shift on it, you can see it's bound to a location, which means it's bound to that block. And so now if we put that in here as a heat source, there you go, and it should work. Okay, so then I go, okay, let's see. It's in there. Let's make sure this works. Let's put in something to work with. And you can see it's working pretty darn fast. In fact, the hopper below can't keep up with the output. It is faster than the hopper. So now I'm talking about, it's like we could have made some other things here, like the speed upgrade. And the speed upgrade takes some blocks, sugar, and some paper. So let's look around for some of that. We are looking for some paper or some sugar, and I don't tend to find stuff. I'm kind of looking around. Nope, don't see it. Don't see anything like that. Had we even made paper? I don't know. I thought we maybe had made sugar, but then I remember, okay, that's okay because I have this. Look, I've got some sugar cane here. We'll just get that. Yay. And then we first go in here and we try to make some sugar, which is just one of those. And there is a very vanilla recipe and some paper. And with that, we're going to go ahead and make the speed increase. Now, at the moment, I thought that this would like replace it, and all of a sudden you have both. Wow, that's amazing. So it can do even more, and it can do it faster. So let's see how fast it is now. And you can see it's burning through an entire stack pretty quick. It's being emptied out a little bit, but there was a whole stack, and that was really, really fast. Now, I only intended the video to just be about the furnaces, but we had so much time left over that I decided to try to move on to do some of the refined storage. So right away, one of the things we're going to need with refined storage is we're going to need quartz-enriched iron. So I decide here to make 2 full sets of this, which means I'll have 8 stacks of the material. That should be plenty for what we're going to be doing, and we shouldn't have to make any more for a while. So that we have a lot of the quartz. So now I'm trying to figure out what else do we need. Now we know for the controller, I'm highlighting the controller. We need to have a controller. We need to have a disk drive. We'll need to make that to hold the drive disks. Then we need the crafting grid so we can interface with the section. And I also highlighted here the cable. We're going to need some cables in this process. So after this, we're going to look at the controller, and you can see it takes a bunch of stuff here. Quartz-enriched iron. And the machine casing takes more quartz-enriched iron, but we have that now. And then we have, looks like some silicon. So to make silicon, there's a way you can do this, and that is by going through and using quartz. So I've removed all the chests here just to make this easy. I figure I'll just use this to stack that time manually. So now you can see I put in the quartz here, and it's making a whole stack of silicon. That's great. We're going to put another one in here, make a whole nother stack of silicon. I think I do 3 or 4 stacks of this just because I figure we would need a lot of resources. I'm trying to do stuff in bulk here because I want to make everything pretty quickly and see if we can get through making this entire thing instead of doing one-off pieces, which I typically do when I'm streaming or anything. I just make enough for what I need. I'm making bulk right now. So I think 4 stacks of silicon will do. And there we have that. So now we have to try to make up some, I can't remember what was the next step. Probably need to make some of the processors. So I'll go over and look at the processors. And we're going to make like the advanced processor, which takes the raw advanced processor, takes diamond, takes red silicon, takes redstone. We need to make the processor binding, and that is just slime balls and string. And we have all of that over here too. So I have a bunch of slime on me. Let's go find some string. There's some string, and there's some string. And so that should be enough here. And I mistakenly opened up all of that. That was a big mistake. But with all this string here, we should get a bunch of the processor binding. It actually gave me 3 stacks of it, and I had to throw some stuff out because I was running out of space. So I threw some slime back into the chests there. Okay, so now that we have that, we have the processor binding. I decided I wanted to make a stack of each of the processors. So we're going to go to the raw basic processor, which is the one that takes iron. Of course, I don't have the iron on me. I never am prepared, it seems. So I go over here, I grab some iron. I know I'm going to need gold now. I'm being smart, try to be more prepared. And we make there, it is a stack of the iron, which is the raw processor. Then I make a stack of the raw gold processor, the improved ones. And then we do the stack of the, right there, I've finished up, messed up there. And here I'm organizing because I just thought it would look better organized. I don't know why. And then we're going to make the diamond, which is the advanced processor, the raw ones. We have a stack of those. And now that we have those, we just have to come over here and stick them in here, and it makes them into processors really fast. So now we have a lot of quartz on us, quartz enriched iron. We have a lot of the silicon, and we have a lot of these processors that are completed. So pretty much anything we need to make that is worth refined storage should be easy to do. And that was what I was trying to get with this. I was trying to get through the whole process as quickly as I possibly could for this video. So now that we have all of that, we have all the processors, we have a stack of each of the processors. That worked out really well. So now we're going to start to build stuff. So here we go. First piece, we got to make a controller, and we got to make the machine casing first. We need a stone. Oh, a stone? Really? I got to go get a stone. Okay, well, we have a piece of stone. Put it back over here, and now we can make the controller. There's the controller. Make the casing first. There it is. And make the controller. And now we have the controller, and that worked out really well. Next thing we need to make is, I believe we can already make the disk drive. I was trying to find a place to put it, and then I decided, you know, mid-sentence, I'll just wait. I know where I want to put it, and we will be putting it there later. The next thing we're going to make here is the disk drive, and you can see it just takes everything we have there pretty easy. Another machine casing and a chest, and that's not too bad to do, right? So we got the chest, come on back here, and we go ahead and make the machine casing, which we have the resources on us to do. And now we make the disk drive. Just like that. Next thing we want to work on is the crafting grid. The crafting grid takes a crafting table and an advanced processor. Those are really easy. So let's look at the actual grid. Glass, improved processors, everything's here. We're going to make the machine casing. The thing we don't need really quick is we need to have a construction core, which takes a basic processor and glowstone, and a destruction core, which takes it with a quartz. And so we're going to look around here, and I don't think I find it, at least the glowstone dust, in which case we have to go down to the storage area to get it, and that's a shame. So here I run on down to the storage system. We're going to get some glowstone. I think I grabbed a few of them this time. Prepare ahead, yeah. Grabbed 8 right there, that's good. And then we run all the way back. Oh, there we go. We're all the way up here. And so now we're going to look for something else here. What are we looking for? I don't even know what we're... Oh, the crafting table. We're going to use the crafting station and use that up since we built that early on. Make the construction core, which is the basic processor and glowstone. We have that. Going to make the destruction core, which is the basic processor and quartz. And we have that. And so now we should be able to make a grid. We need some glass. I always forget things. There's some glass. All right, there we go. And now we make the crafting grid just like that. And with that and all the other materials, we can make the... Actually, that was just the grid. Now we can make the crafting grid. So we've made the drive, the controller, and the crafting grid. That looks really nicely. Now I also needed some cables, and this is just quartz, rich iron, glass, and redstone. So I think I make 2 sets of this. And then we got a bunch of quests. That's kind of cool. That's really nice to see. And so basically all this stuff is lacking is power. So I think talk about how we're going to have to get some power, I believe. I don't remember what I said here. Oh, next thing we need to make is 64K discs. That's what I would like to make. So we're going to work on that in just a little bit. In which case, it just, if you count this up, one 64K takes this stuff here, but takes 3 16K parts. Each 16K part takes 3 4K, so that's now 9 4Ks we need. And each 4K takes 3 1K. So that means we're going to need 27 1K storage parts to start off with. So now I tried to make up the 27 of the 1K parts. So the 1K parts just take some silicon and other things, but I just think I didn't have enough. I realized that I didn't have enough of silicon, which again is from quartz. So what I do again, I do the run without doing any type of cuts here to get out over to the storage system, grab out a couple stacks of quartz, come on back, run, whoosh, there we go up the elevator. Got to make sound effects now. That's how bad this is getting. And we're going to cook this up to make some silicon. So this goes pretty darn quickly. You can see that. That's not bad at all. And we'll find a way to speed that up even further. But this should be enough to make the rest of the stack that I need of 27 1K storage parts. So we'll go back over here to the crafting table, and we'll go over here, and what do we need for that? We need about 8 more or so. So we'll grab that. Here we go. I count, show you I can count. No, we need 12 more. See, I can't even count. There you go. I derp even during my voiceover. Yep, that's the way it works. 4K takes 9 of these, so we should have all this ready to go. We have all that, and there we have the 9. Excellent. And then we make the 16K. So we put 16K here, and you can see we do that, and we have that, and it makes 3 16Ks. And from that, we should be able to make the 64K storage part. Got to find it. There you go. And we make that. So now with the 64K, we can make the actual storage disk, which is just some quartz enriched iron, redstone, and glass. And there we have it. We have a 64K disk, and that's fantastic. So now I don't know where I'm going to put this, but I have an idea of where I want it. I don't think I want it up here, and we're going to put it downstairs. Down by the storage drawers, we're going to put this down because I would like it to hook up into the system. So I'm going to first place the controller, and that goes right here. And we're going to have to put a disk drive in front of it, just like that. And then we want to have the crafting grid on top. And that has all of the systems that we need for this to work. So now we got to supply some power. So we're going to put a flux point on here and then hook it up to our network. Select the Tinker 77 network, and it should have power. You can see the controller's powering up. Everything's looking good. Let's check there. It still has power, so we're not draining it fully yet. And now I can put this in here. Now, funny thing was I did the quest and it gave me a 4K storage disk as a quest reward. So I actually have 2 disks now, a 4K and a 64K. And so this is working fantastic. Now I can dump everything in here, and you can see that that is inside of the storage system, and we can craft things from this, okay? But now I put this over here because I want to hook up to the controller here so that everything that's in the storage drawers is accessible by the refined storage system. So we need to make what is called an external storage. So let's see if we can do this. Oh, I got to make sure the JEI synchronized there. And we're going to go over here to refined, and we're going to look for the external storage. This is a device that allows us to use external storage systems within our thing. Now, I noticed that I needed to have a destruction core, which we can create. That's easy. And we also need a construction core, which is easy. But of course, we need a couple things that I don't have here, which are some chests. And that is upstairs. So again, I do the run and go on up here, go over to the storage system that we do have. And I think I just grabbed some wood and work with that. There's some wood, and we can make a couple of chests here. Make the chest. There we go. We have that. And of course, it's a different chest than the regular one. And now I get a quest for the a regular chest, which means probably the quest got reset, but that's okay. Going back over to the refined storage, we're going to put the chests in here, and we get an external storage device. And we're going to take our cables, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this up here. right to that. And that means it's going to be hooked into there, and then it's going to have this system right here. And now you can see everything that's in the storage drawers is also accessible inside of this refined storage grid. Now, I want to do some things here. First of all, I want to set this priority to 10, plus 10 right here. That means that any items I put into the storage system through the refined storage will first try to put them into the storage drawers. Now, I notice here that I have some stuff already in the system I want to take out, so they are automatically applied. So, for instance, quartz, and we have what is redstone, I think, and diamonds and glowstone. All of these things are in the storage drawers, so we'll keep them in storage drawers. Nothing else goes in there. So then I'll run over here and I'll put the cable in. Now, we're going to do a quick little check. Look at the quartz right now. The quartz says I have 54 items of quartz. And if I go in here and I put the quartz in, you know, it added it to refined storage, but it didn't put them in the disk. It put them in the storage drawer, which is what we wanted to see. So that's why we set that to higher priority, so it went to that direction. Okay, so basically then I should be able to go and put the rest of this stuff in here, just like this, and everything is good to go. Now I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to get all of the items from my storage system that's up there and put it all into the refined storage. I've gotten everything into the storage system and I'm down here, but this little guy shows up. It's an Oreo bee. I'm not sure what I can do or use with this or how to capture it. I don't really want to lose it, but we're probably going to have to. So anyway, we're going to move on. So guys, this has been a recording that I did of a voiceover work because I lost all sound files. You don't hear any game sounds or any sounds because of a Windows update setting. So it messed me up. Everything got messed up and I apologize for that. So I did the best I could, added some music and did some voiceover work. So now I get to do look around a little bit. We can see we have our nice storage system area. Everything's hooked up. This is what we did during the video. And I think we're just about ready to do the outro that I would do. So I gotta like just turn around here. Some point, turn around. Come on, Tinker, turn around. There you go. Oh, we're looking. I'm gonna repair that. I'm gonna do some work and do some things off camera, I think is what I was saying here before the next episode. And then I go around and says, hey, you know, guys, hey, if you like this video, please click the like button. And if you have any comments, put them down in the comment section. And if you would like to be notified when I put out videos, please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you get all notifications. Okay, bye-bye.